finesse the source. I master the course, and I'm still alive, man. Jesus walks. Yes. What's good, people? Myself, Man Like Rage, back with another video for you lot, back with another episode for you lot. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Support your boy. You gotta be in it to win it. Road to 5K. Let's get it. God bless. Okay, so as you lot are aware, Anthony Joshua just had his fight about a week ago, and it was against Jake Paul. And Anthony Joshua took the win. He knocked him out. They went 6 rounds. He knocked him down. He took the win. I've seen so many reports saying he made 50 million, 60 million, 90 million, but I believe overall he made 90 million pounds, and they taxed him twice, apparently. They taxed him in the US where the fight was, and they taxed him in the UK because he's a resident of the UK. But away from that, Anthony Joshua is still very good, very gone clear, very nice in this life. He's got a crazy portfolio, which I made a video on, about the real estate investments that he's got, owning properties in central London and all of these places, and the multiple investments that he is involved in. So he's very well good. So after this fight, obviously, he's been enjoying his time as fighters do. You know, they need to take time to recover from whatever, like, you know, it's a lot of physical activity that takes place, even from training up until the fight, you know. And even though, don't get me wrong, working out is always good for the body, but the body also does need to rest. So he's done his 6 rounds in the fight, he's taken a rest, and I believe from the rest, he's gone to Nigeria. It is Christmas, it is New Year's, he's probably just spent it in Nigeria and just saying to himself, let me have a good time. Now, I've seen him posting snaps in Nigeria with his trainer, and they look like they're having a good time going around, enjoying the sun. You know, you can't ever get too much sun in your life. Top up the melanin and that. Playing table tennis, you know, all of these things that you're gonna do, swimming pools, nightlife, whatever it is. And I also saw that even though he is having a good time, Anthony Joshua was involved in an accident. Now, there's no footage of the car accident itself happening, but there is footage of the aftermath, which I've got a clip of and I'm going to show. So, I believe Anthony Joshua was traveling in a 4x4, it looked like a little SUV type of vehicle, and they had a collision. Now, the collision was actually a very serious collision, which I'm going to show you lot the video and you can see from the outcome of the other vehicle. It was announced that 2 people had lost their lives in the incident, so you can tell that the severity of it. Now, Anthony Joshua was taken to hospital, but it hasn't been announced that he's had any major injuries. He didn't look like he had any major injuries from the video that I saw. So let me play you lot a few of these clips. Now, as you can see, obviously, there's a lot of people around surrounding the vehicles. The other car that you saw was very, very bad, in a very, very bad way. Anthony Joshua doesn't look to be in any type of serious condition, in a bad condition. He looks to be okay. So yeah, there's loads of people around, loads of people surrounding, obviously, this Anthony Joshua. And as you can see, he's casual. He's got no top on. He looks like he's just enjoying his day, like, and flipping out. Like, what could have been the cause of this? So the 2 people that were announced unalived on the scene, it hasn't been confirmed whether it was 2 people from Anthony Joshua's team or 2 people in the other vehicle. That hasn't been stated yet. More information is due to be released as the day goes on. But as you lot can see, this is a very, very serious incident. Now, hopefully Anthony Joshua's all right, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you get into an accident and you don't have any physical injuries that we can see on your body, but it may be like internal stuff. So hopefully he goes to a good hospital, a good doctor in Nigeria. He gets a very thorough check and everything is okay, because we don't need any more accidents happening with our celebrities and all of these things, or anyone in general. We just don't want that. It's Christmas, it's New Year's. We just wish everyone stays safe, everyone has a good time, and things can be all right. But in this situation, it is very unfortunate that it said that 2 people have been unalived. So that is already a negative for that situation. Now, stuff like this happens a lot of the time, you know what I'm saying? But it's about being very careful, watching how you move, staying safe, staying vigilant, stay protected, you know, at all times, and just having your wits about you, because this is not a nice situation and not a nice scenario to be in. And I know Anthony Joshua's probably going to be very shook up from this now. He's probably going to have a bit of PTSD driving on the roads, not wanting to move around, and really and truly, all he's there for is to enjoy his holiday. So it is a very sad situation, a very sad scenario that he has to be involved in something like this. You know what I'm saying? And also for the 2 people that have lost their lives, each and every single time is always condolences to the family. We don't know who exactly they were or what's happened, but we send condolences each and every single time, because now there's a family that's gonna have to celebrate. They're not even going to celebrate now. They're going to have to go into New Year's. They probably had plans to celebrate, and all of these plans for 2026 that have now been cut. Do you understand? And it's like, you never know what tomorrow holds. So it's important that we always stay prayed up, you know, because God is the only one that can guide us, protect us, and keep us safe at all times. Stay prayed up and stay vigilant, stay safe, be cautious, be aware of your surroundings and what's going on, because I'm sure that nobody left their house with the intentions of being involved in a car incident. You know, just a few weeks ago, well, a few months ago now, we heard about a car incident that happened here in this UK, which took the UK by surprise because of who it involved and the outcome that happened of it. Again, condolences to that family. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then just check my page. But I'm not gonna go into that because that's a whole nother scenario, a whole nother story that's been covered, and I've covered a few occasions in a few different videos. But stuff like this happens every other day, very often, but a lot of it doesn't get reported onto mainstream media because of who it might involve or the status of the individuals and things like that, which is just how it goes. That's just part of life. But overall, what I am saying is, just be careful out there, stay safe, stay protected. So yeah, reports were in that Anthony Joshua has been involved in a serious car incident in Lagos, Nigeria. It was also announced that 2 people have lost their lives in result of this accident. And the 2 people that have lost their lives, we're not too sure if it is part of Anthony Joshua's team or 2 people that was in the other vehicle that they collided with, but the vehicle is in very bad way. Anthony Joshua has been taken to hospital. It hasn't been stated that he's got any serious injuries, but we just pray that he's okay. Condolences to the family of the 2 individuals, and especially at a time like this when it's New Year's and everybody's probably getting ready to go into the new year to celebrate, have a good time, and then something tragic like this happens. But we're just gonna wait for the update and see what happens next. But yeah, with that being said, myself, Rage, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and remember one thing only: God is the greatest. Oh yeah, and stay protected. Shout out to Stay Protected for sponsoring me. God bless.
Jesus walk, them man close the mouth when I speak. I got the keys, voice of the streets.